Hey everyone, it's Celtic Mudkip with Crash Bandicoot 2. We're just gonna look at what we've got. We've got all the color gems now, which is cool. We've got a large portion of gems. We've got under 10 left, which is good. We only have 5 crystals left. We're at 79%. This is good. Some not so good news is that apparently Donna Summers has died of cancer, which kind of sucks. I mean, I wasn't like the biggest fan of hers. I mean, her music was pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Not a huge disco fan, but if I had to pick a disco favorite, it had to be Donna Summers, of course. So that kind of sucks. And we've had a lot of good people die recently. One that really hit hard was MCA, or Adam Yauch of Beastie Boys, who died of cancer as well. I mean, cancer's a bitch, and it really sucks. But on a less serious note, pissing it away, here we go. Let's start this off, and this is probably the second longest level in the game to get all the boxes with. Because as you could probably figure out with the 2 gems, that there is an alternate path. This one's a death path. But the problem is, as you will see later on, is that you don't do the death path first. You have to finish the level and go all the way back to it, so you have to stay alive the entire time. And that doesn't help that this is a new, like, unexplored environment that you've never done before. And the fact that it's pretty difficult nonetheless, even if you have done it. I mean, some of the hardest bonus levels are in this kind of environment, and yeah, it's just really difficult to get the boxes in. So hopefully I do a good job, and hopefully I get it all done, and we'll see what happens from there. Yes, this is a new environment. It's the space station of Cortex, which you almost always end up going to, except for in the 3rd one, even though you do enter a futuristic world. It's just not his space station. How did I do that? That's pretty sweet. So as you can see, these guys are pretty much like those turtles in the 1st level, except these ones alternate. So you have to attack them accordingly if they put their tentacles up or if they put them down. And these things here are like the lizards, where you have to skid them. So in the end, the enemies are new, but the concepts are old. So if you just attack them accordingly and just figure out, okay, this is what I gotta do, then it's a lot easier that way. It's not so bad. These things actually burn you though, so I'm not gonna touch those. Actually a lot harder to avoid than you think. And I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna be safe stating because again I'm a big pussy and I don't feel like having to restart, especially in one of the longest levels in the game. Second longest. I'd put it after Cold Hard Crash, because that was just a bit longer, but this one is pretty freaking long too. The good news is that I believe this is the only relatively long level in the room. The 2nd and 4th levels, which I'm trying my best to avoid saying, I'll do another save state here in case I was wrong. The 2nd and 4th levels are pretty short if I do everything right, which is kind of a spoiler, but it's not. It's more like if you played the game before, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, then you won't, which is good. That was my fact. If you hit those buttons, they shrink you, and it'd be really cool if you actually just stay in a shrunken form. But you don't. You die. So that kind of sucks. Maybe I'll show you later on with a save state or whatever. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So basically, this is a really difficult bonus level. Probably the hardest we've had to face yet, because this one has a lot of thinking involved. And as you know, I'm not the best thinker on Earth. Just proving my point, I just save stated on both of the save states that I wasn't supposed to. So if I was wrong about the death level, I'm gonna have to do it off screen. So yay, I'm stupid. Alright, so this is a lengthier bonus level than usual. You have to really pay attention to what you're doing in these, because there's a lot going on. It's not just, oh, crate bridge. You have to figure out, okay, I gotta hit this box to come back or whatever. No, 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 we're not doing that. Seriously, my jumping has become really bad lately. I don't know why. I guess because it's hard to pay attention to how far I'm jumping and talk at the same time. I don't know. All I know is we did that. Did we miss anything? I don't believe so. We'll get those nitro with the detonator box, and up we go. So now we're here, and believe it or not, these streaking things are actually really difficult, and you'll see what I mean, especially when we have to do this backwards. More henchmen, except this time they're not hiding as Eskimos or as repairmen. They're clearly henchmen. Exact same costumes in their first game, where they're in their lab coat design. Just for argument's sake, I'm gonna get that. Actually, can I die from going off that? I can! Shit, well, I'm not gonna do that. Because then I will have to restart the whole level because of the death path. I haven't died, have I? I'm concerned, I can't remember. I don't think I've screwed up. And this is the end of the level. Okay. Just to make sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure the detonator box is in the other room. So safe stay here, and back we go. So otherwise, it's actually a pretty short level. But then, yeah, not only do you have to make almost double the distance going back, because it's pretty far back, that platform. But then you have to do all of that area as well. And I'll show you what I had to do in the other one. Or well, not had to do, but I thought I had to do. And it's kind of shitty because it took a really long time. Up you get, up you get, up you get, up you fucking get. Ah, my god. Did I save stated here, right? Jump! Jump, you fool! Jesus. Yeah, that part's almost completely unavoidable, but I'm guessing you saw that, or just figured that I'm shit. Now here is a difficult part. Get to do that, which went rather well, and we're at the thing. Good, we made it with save states, of course, but you know, to save time and to save space and to save everything, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save state here too, because there's not a checkpoint until later on. And this is one of the hardest death levels in the entire game, so I'd rather not screw that up. This is pretty cool. Killing them with nitro is pretty sweet. Gotta wait for these things to do their thing. Is that going to break? No, it's not. And then these ones aren't wanting to put their arms up, which is good, because they're not going to wave their hands like they just don't care. Actually, what I used to think I had to do at one point, because I haven't played this game in a while, was that I had to go backwards in this part. And if you could see what's up ahead, it's clearly one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do in any video game ever. Especially this part, because there's two of these. So I pretty much had to find a way to jump really far with one of them and make it somehow. It was yeah, so then I had one saved. Yeah, because this thing threw me off. I thought, okay, if that thing is there, that's how I bounce back up. Clearly it isn't. So when I went backwards, the platform had actually disappeared. Is that the number? It is! Good! Okay, we made it! That's sweet. Actually, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. Or did it? I don't know how long this thing's been running for. Should I attempt the rocket one? Sure. Okay. I'll attempt 22. Just to see how that goes. Because if that goes well, then I'll do 22 with this one, 23, 24, and the next one, 25 on the final boss, and the final everything. Okay, but this one might be a bit slow, because it's really difficult to control. You'll see what I mean. Listen to that, new music. It's a new environment, and one of the most classic in any of the Crash Bandicoot games. It's the rocket levels. The only iffy thing here is just how difficult the controls are, because down is up and up is down, and squares to go forwards and circles to go backwards. Luckily, there aren't too many boxes here. Just have to, pretty much. Keep an eye out for everything, because some of them are kind of hidden, but they're not. It's not too difficult of a level, because the game kind of takes pity on you, because, you know, these controls are really difficult. So, yeah, this is really an interesting concept, except for the fact that you could get stuck a lot. That's the only issue. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's get out of there. Sweet. Yeah, so this is pretty fun, except for, you know, when I push circle instead of square. This is extremely difficult on an emulator, actually. Safe state there. Please don't hit one of them. Please, just get out of there. Jesus, how did I make that? Those things almost always hit you, because they have a reach that goes pretty far, actually. Easy does it. There we go. What am I at? I'm at 8 already. Jeez, okay. I say that because there's really not that many boxes in these levels. Yeah, so you could just pretty much got to be very delicate with this. Take your time. That being said, like I said, it is a relatively short level. It is. Even the TNT are delicate. Well, this one's a bit easier because it's more of an introductory level to, you know, the final rocket kind of level. Oh no, spoilers, even though it was pretty damn obvious by the name of it. Why did I do that? I pushed up and it didn't go. Just decided not to go. These controls are horrible. Well, they're not. On a PlayStation, this is much more fluid and it's a lot easier. But what can you expect? This is an emulator. It's not like they built an emulator just for, you know, Crash Bandicoot rocket levels, so they can run smoothly, you know. But yeah, I can't argue with what I got. I've got this working emulator and it works. If you don't believe that I have the actual game, and that I've been lying about my childhood this entire time, you're first off an idiot, who takes too much time caring about, you know, things like that. And secondly, which is what Tobias says, no, and second of all, I can prove it to you with pictures if you are really that desperate to try and call me out on something that you don't have to call me out with. And here's, this guy, who really doesn't do shit except for try and electrocute you from not even moving. And then he's upset, and he's worried, and he finally gets hit. How did I touched that? How did I not die? It's cool, okay. By the way, those red pipes, yeah, they can burn you, so, I spun too early. That's another problem with these, you never really know how far you are from a box or whatever. And that was one of the luckiest misses I've had in this playthrough yet. Almost up there with, you know, the icicles. That last one, the last one was pretty insane. That hit my foot. I don't know if you remember that. Probably not. Probably remember my finer moments like, you know, dinosaurs and, William Shatner. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. Gotta wait for him. And then you spin him into this thing. As you can see, if you touch him and he's not shocking, he does absolutely nothing. Which is weird for an enemy because they usually do, you know, somewhat kill you or something. I don't think there's too much left in this level. I could be wrong, but I could be right. It'd be good if I was right. Oh, come on! The crystal's right there, and I almost did it, and yet I didn't. We're not too far off though, which is okay. Yeah, we were right there. Thank you. See, the problem is, because of the lag, I'm gauging when those things are going to change based on their sound, because that's how I grew up doing that. And yeah, the exit's right there. Yeah, so that's how I did that. And because the sound's off, I go too early, and it screws everything up. Everything sucks, and yeah, it's annoying. But that's the end of that level. It wasn't that long, like I said. Does it seem like a reasonable number? 39, it does. And it is. Good. Okay, so we did it. We've done... I was more successful of a run than I thought. We did the first 2 levels. We're going to be finished this game in no time. That's exciting. So, I'm going to wait for him to get back. Sweet. Okay, so, I'll see you guys later then.